Title: Benny the Balloon's Fun Visit to the Zoo. Once upon a time, there was a bright blue balloon named Benny. Benny wasn't just any balloon, he could float, bounce, and talk. Benny loved going on adventures, and one sunny morning, he decided to visit the zoo. "I can't wait to meet all the animals," Benny said, happily bouncing in the breeze. He floated along the path, and when he reached the zoo gates, he could hear all sorts of exciting sounds, roars, squawks, and splashes. "This is going to be a fun day," Benny said, full of excitement. As soon as Benny floated through the entrance, the first thing he saw were the monkeys. They were swinging from tree to tree, chattering, and flipping in the air. "Hello, monkeys," Benny called out from above. "You're so good at swinging." One monkey swung close to Benny, grinning from ear to ear. "Thanks. We love to swing. Hey, why don't you float down and swing with us?" Benny giggled and shook his string. "I'd love to, but I'm a balloon. If I get too close, I might pop." The monkeys laughed and did another flip in the air. "Well, keep floating and have fun," they said as they swung off. Benny floated higher and drifted to the next part of the zoo, where he heard a loud sploosh. It was the elephants playing in the water. Their big trunks were spraying water everywhere, and they were stomping in a giant puddle of mud. "Hi, elephants," Benny shouted from above. "You sure know how to make a splash." One of the elephants looked up and smiled. "We love splashing around. Water keeps us cool. Why don't you come down and join us?" Benny twirled around in the air. "I don't think balloons mix well with water, but you look like you're having the best time." The elephant sprayed water into the air, and Benny caught a few tiny drops on his string, making him laugh. "Thanks for the splash, but I better float on." After watching the elephants, Benny noticed something really tall. It was the giraffes. Their long necks stretched high into the trees as they munched on leaves. "Wow, you're so tall," Benny called from up above. One giraffe tilted its head up to look at Benny. "Yes, we have to be tall to reach the best leaves in the trees," the giraffe said with a mouthful of leaves. Benny floated down just a bit, amazed by how long the giraffe's neck was. "I love being up in the air too, but I float because I'm light." "You're just tall by yourself," the giraffe smiled and said, "Being tall sure is fun, but floating must be amazing." Benny waved his string and floated on, excited to see what was next. Soon, he heard a deep rumble. Benny floated around a corner and saw the lions lying on the rocks, soaking up the sun. One of the lions opened an eye and spotted Benny. "Hello there, little balloon," the lion said with a gentle roar. "What brings you to our part of the zoo?" "I'm just floating around, meeting all the animals," Benny said. "You're so strong and your roar is so loud." The lion stretched and gave a soft growl. "Thank you. But don't worry, we're just relaxing today." Benny floated happily above the lions, feeling lucky to see such majestic animals. As he drifted along, he heard a funny waddling sound. It was the penguins. They were sliding on their bellies and splashing into the water. "Hi, penguins," Benny called down to them. "You're so fast on your bellies." One of the penguins looked up and waved a flipper. "Sliding is our favorite thing to do. You should try it sometime." Benny laughed. "I think I'd float right back up if I tried that. But you make it look so fun." The penguins waddled and slid, making Benny giggle. As the day started to come to an end, Benny realized it was time to head home. He had seen so many animals and had so much fun floating around the zoo. "This was the best day ever," Benny said, happily bouncing in the air as he floated back toward the gate. And from that day on, Benny couldn't stop telling everyone about his fun visit to the zoo. The end. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe.